online. All of it is incredibly disgusting and invasive, doubly so when I've been expected to just roll with it. It's incredibly bizarre how many people are fixated on insisting that I'm not a victim in this when I was the primary target of the entire revenge porn posting. While other people were undeniably harmed by these leaks, they were seen as collateral damage to the publisher of the material and the website providing hosting for it in the goal to attack me, whether it was through reputation, monetary harm, or just some other form of sadistic humiliation. The second point is Pixie's privacy request. Once the leaker published and hosted all of my explicit content on Kiwi Farms, Pixie messaged me and informed me that she didn't want confirmation of her in any part of the material. She said, I'm 100% denying it's me, by the way, since it's not super clear my face or anything like that. I haven't told other personal people in my life about it. This is me talking, basically, if you have any specific requests about like removing anything, and then it's just her saying, I don't want to testify or be named in anything. As far as people asking me, I'm just saying it's a lookalike. Don't tell anyone privately either if it's me or not. Basically, Pixie messaged me and informed me that she didn't want confirmation of her in any part of the material. As such, I made no public statements regarding her appearance in any of the leaked material. She has since filed a public lawsuit, which is why I feel comfortable speaking out now. All of our conversations until December 10th were almost exclusively about contacting law firms, removing any explicit material online, and minimizing her risk and exposure to any online abuse or harassment. Pretrial settlement, the third reason. The vast majority of cases are settled. I Googled, there's a lot of numbers, it's all 90% plus. Before they ever go to trial, and the vast majority of them before they aren't even filed in court at all. One of the big reasons why lawyers encourage their clients not to discuss their case publicly, especially before it's been filed, is because you lose a lot of leverage that you might have otherwise when it comes to negotiating a deal with the opposing party. If this seems confusing or unintuitive, that's fine. Just keep it in the back of your mind because it will become much clearer later on as I explain this. Events. In April of 2022, I was contacted by Rose. We maintained an amicable friendship up through 2023. We never have any fights or disagreements about anything. We were always on good terms with one another. In November of 2024, as I was clearing out my Discord friends list of people I no longer speak with, I noticed the account was still added and we hadn't spoken in a while. So I sent a message to it, checking in to see how she was doing. I have strong reason to believe that at the time I did that, someone besides Rose was logged into the account, scrolled up to see all of the messages we'd exchanged, and took steps to protect their identity so they could dump all of the materials they'd found in our messages to various Discord servers and eventually Kiwi Farms. The leaks. On November 20th, future posting, whoops. On November 20th, 2024, the Discord user Solo began to leak huge swaths of personal messages between me and another person across several Discord chat rooms. President Sunday was sent these messages and decided to do a dramatic reading of them for his YouTube channel. Several days after he and other parts of the internet had had their fun exploiting leaked material from my personal life, Solo messaged me sometime in the morning and said that he was unhappy with how the coverage of the leaks had been so far. He felt as though people weren't giving it enough attention, so he was going to leak more from my logs with Rose if I didn't allow him to come on my stream and speak with me. I don't exactly remember what the message to me was, as I just woken up, read it, and then responded briefly before going back to sleep. The next time I checked my messages with him, everything had been deleted. On that same day, November 29th, 2024, Solo dumped every explicit video I'd ever exchanged with Rose onto Kiwi Farms. One of these videos allegedly showed Pixie and I engaged in a sexual act, and she subsequently messaged me and informed me of the leak. When Pixie posted on her Substack that she had to contact me about the situation first, this was the first time I was actually even made aware that explicit material of me involving others was being posted on Kiwi Farms. I think she puts this in here, note, I had to contact him asking about the situation before he sent me this message. I think I was in the shower when I got this DM and I didn't even realize it had been posted, but okay. Time passes. I contacted a law firm in New York and began to pursue legal action relating to the revenge porn incident. Pixie made it clear that she did not want to be identified in any way in these leaks, and it's just retreading the same messages. I agreed, and I spoke nothing at all of it publicly and continued to work and stream while pursuing my legal cases in the background. All of my communications with Pixie over the next week pertained to removal of the material and pursuing actions against the leaker. I think I just selectively went through some of these, but basically it's just me, I how to report comments, link me stuff if you want it removed, her asking me about updates on the law firm, asking me about updates about getting it removed from Kiwi Farm, stuff like this. Basically, it's all of our communications. Escalation. On December 11th, two strange things happened. Lauren Hayden, someone I hadn't had contact with for months, messaged me to tell me how much she hated me. On December 11th, what you did was evil. I have never hated anyone so much. That same day, just a few hours earlier, Pixie messaged me, informing me that she was planning on committing suicide in some manner in which she would expose me after taking her own life. Her message to me was, "Hi, Stephen. As my life on this earth comes to a close, I want to ask you to please be more careful with the people who place their trust in you in the future. Life is unfair, but you should do your best in preventing that, not contributing to it." I said, "Hold up there. What's up?" I wasn't actually sure if this was a super serious message or not because I'd never seen anything like this before from her, but "I'm just tired of living anymore. It's a matter of time until my family discovers what happened, and I feel like there is no way to obtain justice. I don't want to bring a case against you, but I think you'll continue to send nudes of people even without their consent. Bringing a case against you would mean going public, which is the equivalent of a death sentence for me either way. So I feel like the best thing to do is for me to kill myself and schedule a post just detailing my feelings on what happened to try to ensure a situation like this doesn't happen again. I'm not going to kill myself at this second. I'm trying to get some things in order before I end everything. But I don't see a future where I survive for much longer. It's better to end things sooner than later and stop the pain than to let it continue." Up until this point, all of our conversations had been almost exclusively focused on removing any material of her on her behalf and updating her on any legal progress, so these messages were very out of character. As a brief aside, Lauren Hayden is someone who's had bitter feelings towards me after we refused to date her about a year ago. She lies constantly, claiming that we dated, sometimes for as long as 9 months. I don't know why she keeps posting stuff like this. Aren't you grossed out by the fact you got smashed by Coomer, Gremlin, Destiny? How does it feel to get dumped by the little midget? Nope. Willingly did it for 9 months of dating him. Breakups happen. Did people forget this? Broad was begging, blah, blah, blah. We dated for 9 months, and he took our conversations out of context when I broke up with him. You can believe a liar if you wish. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. I do know why she's... if this was last year, she's doing this because if Lauren is involved in something personally, she cannot help but constantly talk about it publicly as well. You can always tell like what Lauren is up to in her personal life based on who she's tweeting at, because that's just the kind of person she is. And I guess her DMing me as well. I've already posted evidence of this in the past. I think that tweet even included like a video that I'd done on this. I've already posted evidence of this past. Here's an additional conversation I had with a mutual friend last year to put that claim to rest. Lauren came to a hotel room where me and another streamer person were having a conversation basically about her. And then she was very sad, I guess, that we weren't dating, and we were trying to figure out like what was like the gentlest way to deal with her. But this is that conversation, I guess, and she keeps saying that we were dating. This is that person saying, was I too aggressive with Lauren? LOL, I don't care about you. Oh, that's sweet. I don't think so. I'm really glad she brought up some far stuff in front of you, though, with me in the room, so I could clearly demonstrate that she twists stuff like crazy regarding her. Just demonstrating that Lauren fucking lies about everything in person when she's upset. This is just basically a conversation about how kind of like, I don't want to say, no, I will actually say it, about how pathetic Lauren's situation was. She was like becoming fairly obsessive with me since I'd broken up with Melina, and then had decided that she was going to try to date me. And then when I gave her a firm no, it was like, and basically she went nuclear at that point. And yeah, it's just, we were all silent when she said that in the car. Oh yeah, because she was talking to 2 streamer people. I don't know if I'll give their names. If she wants to deny this, I can invoke those people and they can say something publicly about it. But anyway, it's just, that's our history, I guess. Since threats of suicide from Pixie were now involved, I reached out to a mutual friend, Aaron. Okay, yeah, I have no clue what to say or do. How much did she tell you? And then I pasted our conversation. And she says, I'm surprised she told you. To be honest, she didn't respond to this, or did she delete it? No, if she responded and deleted, I didn't see, but I'm pretty sure she just didn't respond. She's not doing well, and she had made all the wrong moves. In response to this, I told her to do nothing and not reply to people. I said, I don't think she's done anything